poem called Fighting Talk. These four walls could never hold us in place. We're a sight for sore eyes, 1 point short of the case. Splintered like wood, still fit for the fire. But there's nothing to be made here, with one of us broken and the other a liar. You forgot my stubbornness when you said you'd make me stay. That I'd live to make you see I can't be tamed or saved. I am but a suitcase away from quiet company, loyal thoughts, from an ability to distance myself I consider self-taught. In a kitchen made for cutting, I sliced us in half, submerged us below water in a room made for a bath. I took all of the pictures and left them unhung, took the phone off the hook so that no one rung. You lit candles, poured wine, and played Bon Iver, so the end of a story requires atmosphere. We circled, almost dancing, but with none of the grace, preying on possibility like cats with no mice to chase. The deafening sound of a gun marks the beginning of our race. Sighing hearts and shifting glances, we have run out of time, and we have run out of chances. I am spent like change rattling in pockets, burned out like the fuse that launched 1,000 rockets. My hands ache, bones borne down by lies laced with promise, from holding on to the parts of us that were honest. Unholy palms with indents of sin, from a reluctance to forgive and a desire to always win. Rivulets of sweat multiply as you perspire, cogs turning to halt the date set to expire. Whispers of reconciliation haunt your silence, your eyes emblazoned with the remnants of defiance. Clinging like film, you beg to let the real be played, but the lambs are screaming now, and there are sacrifices to be made. I have scaled the tallest mountain, I'm waiting at the peak, inflamed with the need to be anything but weak. The strain of determination so enlivens your eyes, indignant you stand, but with courage you rise. So we don our robes and strap our wrists. The time has come to say words with our fists. Clouds roll in, pregnant with rain, let it all pour out, forget your sense of refrain. Blind my side and rattle my cage, roll up your sleeves and wear your rage. You removed your ring and took off your shirt, I tied up my hair and stepped out of my skirt. Our coffee table buckled and the window glass shattered, the rain now torrential masked potential pitter-patter. Dishes flew like saucers and collided with ceramic, explosions that erupt when baking soda met balsamic. The lights faded out and flickered with defeat. The walls echoed with accusation, you the failure and I the cheat. You silenced my beating heart with a hammer. Steel graced my chest, crimson pulled in honor. I swung and I hooked, nothing right about it. Blisters sprung like tears from the force with which I shouted. Blood devours gauze, wounds deepen as quickly as they sprouted. Knuckles grazed and cheeks bruised, we stood in corners alone and abused, bodies hardened from the pain for which they are used. Shaking with adrenaline, we sink with regret. Too young to make it right, too old to forget. Grants have been taken and everything given, lost from the path we were meant to have driven. Instead we settled for destruction, for shattering the pieces of us into oblivion. The fall is nearing now, the crumbling begins. The ashes whip around us in a hurricane wind, and as anger turns to numb, blood-soaked and run, dulled senses allow vitriolic resentment to rescind. Resolute grips slowly untightened, hearts black from pain gradually whitened. The sky stood up their seams with thread streaks of grey. Surrounded by destruction from wreckage, we walked away. Roofed housing clattered and hatches unbattened, pastures discovered and scriptures gently flattened. We fought for our lives, though triumph was aloof. We fought tooth and nail with all of our hearts and some stray bits of truth. Thank you for listening.